see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, so photogenic. All my life I've been.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Chiefs at 500 at 6-6. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in this game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point for Booker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bell. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, Parker, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Throwing on first down. Bell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake. Bell. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon, because this team has rebounded.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Ferguson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be...
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mahomes now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
They go right back to White here on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off play action. Bell. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a good 9-yard loss. He continues to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change up the offensive side. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Bell in trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
That's why good partners help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, someone's 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
Into the line, facing a 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off play action. Bell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Edwards-Helaire now off the option.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Bell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And he's only hit 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with that 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Bell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They'll find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
It almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Jody Fortson
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They try to throw it on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On third down, Bell.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On first down, Bell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that dip.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Off the play fake. Bell. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's got room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless. And so am I. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The drive starts with a run by White. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bell.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On the draw, it's White. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go with White on the counter. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. To
throw on 2nd down, Bell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of finding him out defensively, and now brings up third down.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. Expect blowouts will continue to fuel by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on third down. Bell got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Off play action. Bell. They'll roll him out right. This is caught by Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter, perhaps rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Off the play fake. Bell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing on there. He could not hold on. It's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one to put on the field, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Bell. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And the Giants have taken the lead there late in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st down, Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
And the Defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed it.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team on the other side. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you get rid 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's another week.